Welcome back to another trading video. Today we are going to be going over and I'm going to be teaching you how to find daily bias, how to use daily bias to your advantage, and to know where the market is going to go and what the draws on liquidity are on the higher time frames. First things first with finding daily bias, right? We want to start on the daily, where the market is drawing towards, right? We're going to use today as an example. Today is March 19th, 2026. So we're using today as an example as daily bias. So as you can see in the past, we have just been chopping on the daily time frame, have really not been going anywhere whatsoever. We've been in this range since, November of 2025. So over 5 months now. But we just want to focus on today, right? What can we look at going into today? How do I find my daily bias going into every single day? I start off on the daily time frame. And what do I look for first? What inefficiencies are getting respected? What inefficiencies are getting disrespected? So what is getting respected? This daily bearish for value gap is getting respected, right? There's no really bullish inefficiency. All we have is this tiny daily inefficiency. We end up taking an internal high here and immediately having a reaction to the downside. So just from this, I'm leaning bearish. Just from this, I'm leaning bearish, okay? So on the daily, we're respecting this daily inefficiency, but let's see more. Right? I scale down to the 4 hour, right? I kind of get a look of what we're going. Okay. We have buy side resting above here. We have this low resting down here. We have taken this internal buy side liquidity. We have taken this internal sell side liquidity, right? So what can I assume? Well, let's keep zooming in, right? Okay. We have this daily bear or this 4 hour bearish for value gap, right? We have this bearish 4 hour for value gap. We obviously sell off and we take this low. So what again is continuing to get respected? Bearish order flow, right? Bearish order flow is getting respected. Bullish order flow is getting disrespected. So far I am still bearish towards these lows. Not to say that we can come back up, take this internal high and move lower, right? But coming into market open, which right now it's obviously 3 o'clock, so it's not market open, but coming into market open, I am bearish bias, right? So this is what we were looking at this morning. Coming into market open, I am bearish bias, right? We have tapped this for value gap, right? We have taken this low. However, we are still respecting bearish order flow. I am still bearish towards these lows, right? Now, something important that I really want to point out and a lot of people get mixed up on. Just because our daily bias is bearish because of how obviously sold we are and how bearish we are the past day, 2 days, 3 days, doesn't necessarily mean that you should be taking a short. Reason being is because if we take a look at this price leg right here, right? Where are we at? We are in deep discount of this range. Do we want to be taking a short and deep discount of the range? No. We want to be taking a short up here, right? That's where we want to be taking a short. So just because we are very bearish, so bearish, does not always mean that you should be taking a short. Now, obviously, we're just looking to find daily bias, bearish, right? Let's continue to scale down. On the 1 hour, what can we point out, right? We're continuing to get below this down close candle. We're continuing to get below these down close candles. We are continuing to show bearish order flow. Let's scale down to the 30-minute. What can we see? Again, continuing to show bearish order flow, continuing to show bearish order flow. Right? Nothing here is pointing to me to be bullish. This is what I mean by saying just because we are bearish bias on the higher time frame, it does not necessarily mean that we can't look to take a long. Because coming into market open today, I did end up taking a long and my take profit ended up getting hit, right? I have to see bullish order flow get in place, right? I didn't take a long just be like, okay, this is really oversold. I wouldn't expect price to go lower here. No, I waited for bullish order flow confirmation, right? But looking at the daily bias, we are just looking at what order flow is getting respected, what order flow is getting disrespected. And at the point in time at market open, bearish order flow was getting respected, bullish order flow was getting disrespected. So coming into today, I would be bearish bias, right? I would be bearish bias. However, I would be open to the possibility of taking a long. The main thing with daily bias is just understanding and going through your time frames of what is getting disrespected and what is getting respected. Is bullish order flow getting respected? Is bullish order flow getting disrespected? Right? If bullish order flow is getting disrespected and bearish order flow is getting respected, we're most likely bearish. If bearish order flow is getting disrespected and bullish order flow is getting respected, we're most likely bullish, right? It's very, very simple. And the key to it is just going through your time frames, right? Start at the daily. Okay, what can I find on the daily? Okay, this daily for value gap is getting respected. That's all I can tell on the daily right now. We have sell side, we have buy side resting above, right? That's all I can tell. Go down to the 4 hour. Okay, 4 hour. We've obviously taken this internal high. We've had this 4 hour change. All these 4 hour inefficiencies have been ran through to the downside. Bullish order flow is getting disrespected, right? We opened up this 4 hour bearish for value gap. This is getting respected. We end up tapping this, getting below this down close candle. I would expect price to go lower, right? That's what I can tell on the 4 hour. On the 1 hour, same thing, getting below these down close candles, right? Just going through your different time frames and understanding what order flow is getting disrespected and what order flow is getting respected. And the last thing that I'm going to leave you guys off with is something that I said just prior to this. Just because your daily bias might be bearish doesn't mean that you are always looking for a short, right? Doesn't mean that you are only looking for a short. Like today, we are extremely bearish, and I understand that we are extremely bearish. I know that. But with us being so oversold in this range, I'm not looking for a short because it would be so low quality to take a short down here and discount. I'm looking for a long to just target internal liquidity for a rebalance to then continue to this sell model on the higher time frame. So it's important to understand both ideas of daily bias and understanding that just because we are bearish doesn't mean you have to take a short, right? So that is how you find daily bias. Remember which order flow is getting respected and disrespected. It's super, super simple. Don't overcomplicate it whatsoever. Just look at inefficiencies, look at order blocks, look at change in state of deliveries, SMTs, right? It's very, very simple. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys now know what daily bias is and how to find a daily bias. Remember, just because your daily bias might be bearish or bullish does not mean you have to take a long or short. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one.